Finally happened. The wedding that fans had been whispering about, hoping for, manifesting in comment sections and fan forums for years. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun's secret wedding has just been revealed, and the world is in absolute shock. No one saw it coming. No teasers, no official announcements, no carefully crafted PR statements. Just a quiet, intimate ceremony that somehow managed to stay hidden until now. And yet, the moment the news broke, the internet lit up like fireworks. Hashtags began trending worldwide. Millions of fans flooded timelines with crying emojis, heart emojis, and disbelief. Because this wasn't just a celebrity couple saying their vows. This was a love story that had captured the imagination of millions, now coming true before everyone's eyes. The details are still scarce, but here's what we know. The wedding took place in an exclusive, breathtaking location. A private villa tucked away in the countryside, surrounded by nature and far from the flash of paparazzi. It was serene, elegant, and deeply personal, a reflection of the couple themselves. Close friends and family were invited, but unlike the typical grand spectacles of celebrity weddings, this one was crafted to be intimate. No extravagant stage, no flashing lights, just pure love celebrated in its truest form. A few grainy but heartfelt photos leaked online, and they were enough to send fans into a frenzy. Kim Go-eun, radiant in a simple yet stunning gown, looked every bit the timeless bride. Her dress wasn't about excess, it was about grace, purity, and elegance. Lee Min-ho, in a classic tailored suit, stood by her side with a smile that spoke louder than 1,000 love confessions. Not the actor, not the superstar, but the man, the one whose eyes betrayed sincerity, devotion, and a love that had only grown deeper through the years. One photo in particular has become iconic overnight. The moment he reached out to wipe away a tear from her cheek during the ceremony. It was small, subtle, but powerful enough to melt millions of hearts around the globe. Because in that gesture, fans saw it all. The tenderness, the care, the quiet promise of forever. Guests who were lucky enough to attend described the atmosphere as nothing short of magical. The venue was decorated with soft lights and flowers, not overly grand, but intimate, warm, and filled with meaning. And when Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun exchanged vows, there wasn't a single dry eye in the room. Some say Min-ho's voice broke slightly as he spoke, his emotions slipping through despite his best attempt to remain composed. Others claim Go-eun's smile never left her face, her joy too radiant to contain. Together, they sealed their vows not just with rings, but with a kiss so gentle, so pure, that even those who had been skeptical about their relationship couldn't help but believe. The reception that followed was equally heartfelt. Instead of a grand performance, the couple chose an acoustic band playing their favorite songs. They shared their first dance under the stars, their movements soft and unhurried, as if the world around them had disappeared, and only they remained. Friends say that at one point, Lee Min-ho whispered something into Kim Go-eun's ear during the dance, and she laughed through tears, resting her head against his chest. That moment, though unseen by the wider public, has already become legendary in fan accounts shared online. And of course, as soon as whispers of the secret wedding began to leak, the fandoms erupted. Clips of their old interviews resurfaced. Fans pointed out how they had always looked at each other, with that unexplainable warmth, that spark that no director could have scripted. One fan tweeted, "I knew it. That smile wasn't acting. It never was." Another wrote, "They deserve this happiness more than anyone. My heart is so full right now." For many, this wedding is more than just celebrity news. It's the culmination of a journey, a story that started with them as co-stars, grew into rumors, survived denials and speculation, and finally blossomed into a reality that no one can deny. But perhaps what makes this moment so extraordinary is how quietly it happened. In a world where celebrity weddings often become spectacles of publicity and marketing, Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun chose love over limelight. They chose sincerity over show, privacy over performance. And that decision speaks volumes about who they are, not just as stars, but as people. Fans are already calling this the wedding of the decade, not because of its scale, but because of its heart. Because when two people like Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun come together, people who have weathered storms of fame, pressure, and public scrutiny, their union becomes more than just personal. It becomes symbolic. It becomes proof that love can survive under the harshest spotlights, that sincerity still matters in a world obsessed with appearances, that fairy tales don't just exist in dramas. Sometimes they're lived. As the night drew to a close, reports say the couple slipped away quietly, hand in hand, choosing to spend their first moments as husband and wife not in front of cameras, but in the quiet comfort of each other's presence. And maybe that's the most romantic part of all, because while the world may scream, celebrate, and analyze, at the heart of it is just two people in love. Two people who found each other in a chaotic world. Two people who chose forever. For the fans, this moment will be replayed endlessly. Screenshots of leaked photos will be framed, video edits will circulate, and countless posts will attempt to capture the magnitude of what just happened. But the truth is, no post, no picture, no headline can ever fully capture the depth of that night. Only Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun know what was truly said in their vows. Only they know the promises made when the cameras weren't rolling. And only they carry the memory of what it felt like to finally, after years of speculation, look each other in the eye and say, yes, forever. And so the story shifts. No longer just co-stars. No longer just rumored lovers, but husband and wife. A love story not just imagined by fans, but written into reality by two hearts who refused to let go. Finally happened. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun are married, and the world may never recover.